Hello everybody and welcome to the YouTube channel of the Tadros brothers. Welcome in, come in. Today the capsule is called Despotism versus Liberty or Decentralization versus Centralization. Stay right with me, we're going to talk about that. Great conversation. Hello everybody, welcome to the YouTube channel of the Tadros brothers. My name is Daniel Tadros. Here we look at current news, we look at society in a spiritual way, also in a technological way to try to create the new world. Our specialty focus here is cryptocurrency and its governance of the future. What's going to happen with governments? Will we still want to be governed? Will governments be replaced by the private sector? Will cryptocurrencies put governments at their place? You know, these are all the questions we try to answer here on this channel. It's Monday morning, so I'm trying to get my my thoughts together. Here, you know what to do. Press like, subscribe, put a little comment to help us distribute this video much more. Today, the topic of discussion is despotism versus liberty. And I will read you a little quote, or decentralization versus centralization. I will read you a quote. Liberty is the distribution of power and despotism is the concentration of power. And the question must be asked, what does Bitcoin solve for? And Bitcoin is one of these super inventions where it solves for a few things. It's abstract, it's ever growing, it's kind of changing in the minds of societies, and it's evolving, its use, its purpose, its liveliness is growing. And the question it's been brought up is the killer app on the Bitcoin network, on the blockchain of Bitcoin, is the killer app wealth creation. And I was thinking about that. Is this the real use of this? Yes, it will help millions of people preserve their wealth. It will incite people to save money for the first time in history from going to a credit-based system philosophy to a savings philosophy, because it accrues at 201% a year approximately. Yes, the killer app is wealth creation, but the best thing it solves for is decentralizing power, removing despotism, creating liberty. And as Ross Ulbricht, the inventor of Silk Road, said from his jail cell at the Bitcoin conference 2001, Ross Ulbricht says, it is the ideal, the most incredible liberty creator. And from his cell, he was saying, shine the bright light of Bitcoin in every dark place in the world. I think for me, Bitcoin is the liberty creator. It solves for possible despotism in the future. And the question we have to ask ourselves is, if when we invent something and it gets in the hands, when we create technology, an app, we create Google, we create Amazon, whatever we create, if it gets in the hands of a tyrant, once the first leaders, so benevolent that they are presently, once we remove them and it gets in the hands of other people, will they use it for nefarious reasons? I love this discussion. And I think we will see all of the current leaders of the big tech, so benevolent as they claim that they were, they will be all turned over, and these technologies will be in the hands of the most powerful in the world. And this is what Bitcoin solves for. This is what we must fight for. And this is why Bitcoin is the biggest technology, the greatest technology ever created. It solves for the leaders that take over technologies that we've created and rule the world, control the world, do bad on the world. And this is why we're having this crisis here today. This whole crisis that we're having today in 2021 is caused because of centralization of power. So Bitcoin solves for that. And many people don't realize that it's a liberty creating mechanism, the best thing that's been invented. If most of you don't follow the central banking system, how they're controlling the WHO, the CDC, most of the courts, most of the media, and everything else, we realize finally that Bitcoin is the savior of our humanity. And this is what it has solved for. It cannot be controlled. It cannot be dominated. It runs on cryptography and computing power around the world, distributed mining, distributed control. One of the best inventions ever made in the history of mankind. Bitcoin. I hope that you appreciated this monologue on Bitcoin and its virtues and what it solves for. Bitcoin is the decentralization of power. It is liberty at its best. We must vouch for Bitcoin. We must stand behind Bitcoin to liberate the masses and create wealth around the world. Thank you for being there. My name is Daniel Tadros. Press like, subscribe, put a little comment, and help us distribute these videos. Thank you for being there, everybody. There's 4 ways to make a donation. Don't hesitate to do so. Thanks for being there. Ciao, bye.